Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's been a week. Already. Well, I mean, it's like the end of the week. God, when was the actual proper last time that I streamed? Because holy monkey. I think it's been a little bit. I had a migraine initially. No, God, did we? When was the last time that I actually... When was the last time I streamed? Hold on. I gotta look now. I streamed on... God, I streamed on the 6th! It's literally has been a week. Oh my goodness. I had the migraine, and then I had all this other stuff, and then I got shots, and ugh. Mama Faye has a sneaking suspicion that not only feeling the after effects of getting shots, but possibly getting something at the place where we got the shots at. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see what happens and if it lasts longer than it should. 23 people for Subnautica? Oh no. We're so close. I still have a little bit of a fever going on, but it's not as bad as the past couple of days. My arms were so sore I did not want to lift them. But they're doing okay today, which is great. I like how your channel description still said that you stream on Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Did I not change it on... Oh, I probably didn't. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I didn't change it here. Hold on, let's fix that. I forgot to change it on there too. My brain has been a little bit frazzled. But that was mostly due to the migraine that I had. Because did you know that you are like clinically stupid for a couple of days after a migraine? There we go. It's all fixed now. I was so out of it. Well, when we went to go get the shots, we happened to have gone to Costco for it, and we went shopping for a little bit after, and Mama Faye was pointing out things. I was like, oh, you should put this in the cart or that in the cart. And I completely spaced it. My friend is getting laid off at work because one person doesn't... What? That's awful. I wish nothing but the best for them. Hopefully they can find somewhere better. Bigger paycheck, better people. Never had a migraine, can't comment on it. I do not recommend it. I hope that you never experience a migraine. Because this past one that I had, it was like a full head throbbing migraine. Like my teeth hurt, my neck hurt, my whole head was in pain. I felt every like movement was not great either. The way that I was holding my head made me feel like I just wanted to like instinctively just, you know, like snap it, like snap my neck. I wanted to claw off the back of my skull. It took 2 rounds of rapid release Tylenol, magnesium lotion on my whole face, well, like my whole forehead and temple area and my neck. And I also put a arthritis cream, which is basically like Tylenol in a tube, all over my face. And lots of liquids, and lots of extra sleep. And it sort of had like a after headache too the next day. So it was a little funky. No, it was a lot funky. Kidnaps you to steady your body. My body does horrible things to me, and I can only chalk it up to genetics. Genetics and other things. But in addition to in addition to having the migraine, decided to get my flu shot and a COVID booster. And I had to get them one in each arm because they couldn't put it in the same arm. And the lady who did my vaccines, she kind of jabbed both of my arms. One, it felt like she jabbed me at an angle, which is not very comfortable. And one arm hurt almost immediately and started feeling sore, while the other one took a day or like half a day to start like getting that sore feeling, and it hurt more than the other one. As a totally legal doctor, I prescribe cat purrs. That's what Emily has been doing. She's been my constant companion over the past couple of days, and with my migraines. Well, actually, the past week, she's been very extra clingy. That she's been laying on me, laying next to me, making sure that she was like next to my torso. So she's been giving me a lot of healing cat purrs. She has been a good baby. I think, oh, actually she's on the cat shelf right now. Do I even have the webcam set up on this one? Hold on. Was it what video capture device? Oh, I didn't have it on this one. It might not look great, but oh. It doesn't want to show up properly. 1 second. Oh my goodness, come on. Let's see, because I have to really zoom in on it. I currently have a box propping up my fan over there. Hold on. Let's see. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. She's got her legs sticky out. That's been her typical spot lately if she's not laying next to me. The baby girl, she's actually on her shelf today. Oh, she's got a little bit of rainbows going on. I'm so glad that it's been a while since we've had her on the shelf. I'm glad that you guys get to see her today. Oh, she got distracted. She's licking her belly. She's been my constant companion for the past week, like a good girl. Ugh. Feels like my face is still warm, but I took my temperature earlier and it said it was 98.7. I don't know why I feel extra hot. At least my throat's doing okay and it's not full-on sore throat. I am worried about whether or not it is actually like an additional cold on top of the recovery for the shots. I hope not. Well, we'll see what the days ahead say. All I can say is that I feel funky, but not as funky as yesterday. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. The colors look very vibrant on the cat cam today. I'll just have to be careful not to smack my desk because instead of the webcam being on the windowsill like usual, it's actually up on the desk right now. Yeah, it's the magical rainbow kitty. She's on her shelf today. She, when she was let back into the room, because I let her out a little bit before stream started, one of the Fae brought her, back in, because she was scratching at the door. She almost immediately heard something at the window. And I guess she lost interest in it and then went and started to clean herself on the shelf. Oh, look at her being so diligent, keeping herself clean. Sorry that's a little bit dark. I don't have a spotlight over there. You can still kind of see her properly, though. She looks like burnt toast. Emily. Baby girl. I distracted her. I'm sorry, go back to cleaning. I love you. She might take a nap over there. I hope she stays. It'll be another a visual for you guys during grandma hours. Oh, I mean, smack my microphone. Oh, God. Ugh. I have a lovely ice pack on my chest and it feels awesome. Oh, last night. I think it's supposed to happen again tonight, but in certain parts of the world, you could see northern lights since the 11th, I think. But there was some last night. I didn't really get to see a lot of movement because the only phone that it was capturing on was Mama Faye's, and it was just like a little bit of lights moving in the sky. It was neat, but I wish I could have seen more. Supposedly there's supposed to be more tonight, but I don't know how visible that they're going to be. But there was northern lights around everywhere. I saw some very pretty pictures in certain places. I got to see it very clearly. That they didn't have to have a camera to be able to see it. Hopefully it's more visible today. Oh God, my eyes are dry again. I used eye drops today and it's still dry. Oh my God, look at her. She has descended more into the corner and is using the leaf pillow to lean up against. Oh, she's so cute. Today, Binks also was in a very hyper mood and he was chasing his sister around everywhere. But he was also in the mood to be loved on and not just play. So he doesn't usually let me hold him for an extended period of time. But I held him for like a good 10 minutes and you could hear the increased volume of his purring that he was so happy. I'm getting 2 different sets of healing purrs. I'm actually surprised she's still not cleaning herself. Hi, legend. Sup, Grandma. We got 2 sets of blankets today because I'm cold and hot at the same time. I have my feet out, but I feel like I need more cover. But I probably shouldn't, because then I would be overheating myself. Mama Faye and Papa Faye also got shots. Papa Faye and I are dying. Well, it took Mama Faye a couple of days before she started having symptoms, and she currently has a fever now. We were wondering if she was just going to be peachy the entire way through, but now she has her own set of symptoms from the shots. God, I would love some cheese leek soup right now. That sounds like a lovely idea. I actually forgot to take a picture of what I ate earlier, but we got a rosemary cheesy bread loaf from Costco, and I completely sliced it up the night that we brought it home. So the other half of the loaf is still in the freezer, but it's all sliced up. But I toasted it, and I put some Braunschweiger liverwurst on it, along with there's like these little cups of like pre-mashed avocado. So I had that for breakfast. It was delicious. You can't go wrong with liverwurst. I don't think that a lot of people like liverwurst, actually. There's not many people that can eat liver and be okay with the texture. Surprise, Truman. It's one of the better tasting liverwursts. Because I do have cans of liverwurst, but it's not as good as the Braunschweiger. Been some time since you've had some. Get some. Have some. It's delicious. It's a staple in this household. Good bread and good liverwurst spread. You have either a good snack or a good breakfast, depending on what else you have it with. I also have a for later, because I had some banana with it's like a peanut butter chocolate mixture. But I have a Korean apple pear in the fridge I'm gonna have later. Oh yeah, pumpkin seed bread. Yes, please. I gotta get more bread from Costco. The good bread loaves. But since bread from Costco gets moldy so quickly, I gotta make sure that if we are bringing it home, it needs to be sliced and put into the freezer. Liverwurst. It's worst. WURST. Worst. You can't go wrong with bread. You can't go wrong with potatoes. Those are two really big staples when it comes to like some hearty meals. Though I think that what I'm really having a hankering for right now is like a good stew with carrots and other veggies and potatoes and meat. But that's mostly because it's starting to get cold too. But I'm also still feeling kind of nauseated. I am eating okay, but it's not great. It's not a good state of my belly. Fun fact, the EU has classified the Subway bread as pastry because of the sugar content. I remember those articles. The bread is actually pretty good, but it can't really be categorized as like a healthy sandwich. I mean, the toppings that you put on it are pretty on the healthy side. I don't even remember how much sugar they said that was in the bread. But I guess it would have to be a pretty substantial amount for it to be considered pastry instead of regular bread. Oh my god, look at the position that she's in. It looks like it would hurt her neck the way that she's laying down on the pillow like that, but she is content. I can hear like little snoring noises from her. She's so comfortable. Oh, another thing that I'm really happy about right now is that my arms are not as sore as they were yesterday. It's still like sore to the touch, but I can like move around my arms and be okay. Because the first day after getting the shots, I didn't even want to lift my arms. They were so sore. Fun fact, France has categorized the curry croissant from Pokemon as a war crime. I wouldn't mind having a croissant to dip in curry, but not the way that they present it in Pokemon ZA. I don't think I could ever eat it that way to where it looks like I could slice the curry like how somebody slices canned cranberry jelly. That does seem like a crime against food. Yeah, too much gelatin. We've already in past days had too much gelatin in food, and it needs to not come back this way. There's so much like Jello salad is a crime against food. It's not okay. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants to bring those back. Now, there is some gelatin-related foods that aren't as bad, but when you start putting things that shouldn't be put in gelatin, you have a problem. We don't need Jello in the form of meat or veggies or anything of the sort. We can't have this. It's not okay. It's a crime against your taste buds. It's a crime against texture of food. It's a crime against actually taking the time to cook it. Cooking takes time and effort. So why would you put effort into making something you know is going to be absolutely horrendous? Unless you have somebody who's has the, oh my god, my brain. Unless you have somebody who has dead taste buds. No. Hi, Matthias. The other day, I made a noodle ham casserole. I don't know how that would taste. But it doesn't sound horrible because casseroles can be... Like, tuna casserole is not horrible. But it also depends on who's making it. Or maybe the majority of funky food recipes is just because certain people are making it. Like their execution of how they make something. Because I've been seeing a lot more videos on YouTube and Instagram where people are making the most ludicrous versions of pasta I've ever seen. One my friend sent me where they dipped uncooked pasta into Cane's sauce inside of a cup. And then they mixed like other veggies and like they put it in a casserole dish after, and then it was dumped in with a bunch of other ingredients and like lack of liquid, and then they just kind of like mukbanged it after with like her literally shoveling the pasta in her mouth. It was not a pleasant video to watch. Have you ever heard of a perfection salad? Do I want to know what a perfection salad is? Why does that sound like that could be the worst thing in existence? Do you know of Kate's Cooking? No. Kate's Cooking? I don't think so. Is that one of the people that could be making those videos, but I've been only seeing reactions to said videos? Chopped celery, shredded cabbage, jarred pimentos, shredded green bell pepper molded in jello. You see, now that's not okay. What also is there's no way that there's like plain jello. Really? Because there may be like regular gelatin, but are they putting it in flavored jello? I hope not. There is unflavored gelatin of jello? Brand jello? Okay. I did not know. I've only ever seen flavored jellos. It's flavored with vinegar and lemon juice. I can only imagine the texture being the most horrible thing that you could be putting in your mouth. She's a lady that makes food crimes, and we believe it's not a bit. You might have seen a reaction to her. Okay, so maybe that was the person. Maybe that was all the videos that I've seen of... Because there's like 2 Italian guys that do that with a lot of pasta recipes that look very funky. And I've seen a few others as well. Because there's one where the guy's like signature saying is "my tummy is bubbling," or "my tummy be bubbling." I've seen one too many of those. And those are the type of people that I wish would never cook again. But I guess, I mean, if they're cooking it for themselves and not for others, and it's okay on their taste buds, then who am I to judge? As long as they're not like force feeding it to other people. It's like I'm worried about every time that I cook that, but I mean, I don't do like really weird things, but I'm always worried when I cook something if it tastes okay, because sometimes I'll forget steps. Because I remember the last times that I made dinner, I did this like rice concoction, but I forgot to salt the rice. Or I forgot to put something that was the equivalent of salting the rice into the rice, so it didn't turn out as good as I wanted it to. But a little bit of zhuzhing after the fact was very helpful. I do wash my rice. If you are not making specific types of rice dishes, wash your rice. Rinse your rice. She'd feed it to her grown son who seemingly knows it sucks. He must have a cast iron stomach then that he has survived all these years of his mother's cooking. That's awful. That's awful, and I mean, at least that they're trying to feed their family, but I'm also... What, are you coming up with these recipes yourselves, or are you going through like the ancient cookbooks of yesterday? But yeah, make sure that you rinse your rice out until the water is fairly clear. But if you're doing I think it's like if you're doing risotto that you don't need to wash it because it helps thicken up the risotto more. But if you're doing it traditionally in a rice cooker, you want to make sure that you're rinsing your rice out. She's gotten slightly better, like we're scared the realm food realm food poisoning. We've escaped the realm of food poisoning. You gotta be careful with the way that you prep certain meats too, because if you're not cooking it properly, it's gonna lead to salmonella and worse. I'll have a rice cooker. I just boil them on the stove. There's like many different ways that you can cook rice. It's just more convenient to have a rice cooker. My friend actually is the one that gave me the rice cooker. They they bought it during Black Friday, and then it was like a couple of years later that they actually sent it to me. It was really funny. But it is a really good rice cooker, and it actually sings to you when you turn it on and when it's done cooking the rice. Yeah, she is very contorted. Her face is smushed up against the leaf pillow. I wish I had more of a light back there so you guys could see it. But she is so cute. Just a tiny little baby in the corner. She's so comfortable. I'm glad that she's on cat cam today. What does it sing? I don't know what the tune is, but it's kind of similar to some of the tunes that you hear in like the fancier washing machines and dryers. I don't remember what the tune is. You know, one other thing of having a fever is that you can feel the heat on your face, but you still feel cold. But if you're breathing in cold air or drinking something cold, it feels weird. Like it's too intense, kind of like if you have orange juice after brushing your teeth. You get that like menthol cold kind of feeling. I'll probably be rechecking my temperature later, even though I have recently had Tylenol. She does look like a void kitty. As time progresses, she'll be more and more in the void because the light will start going away. My cute little void baby. She's becoming like her brother. That's because you're overcooling your non-feverish area. Yeah. I do have an ice pack that I have on my chest to try to counteract some of the the hot feeling. But sometimes the cold hurts when you have a funkier fever. Is the fever I had yesterday was like 99.8, close to 100, and that is nearly 3 degrees difference from my normal body temperature. Because my normal body temperature is low 97 degrees. So when it hits 99 something, it's a fever, but then it becomes more of a funkier fever if it's any higher than 99. Or even like washing your hands in cold water sucks. I was walking around with a decent sweater and a flu mask yesterday, because along with, well, I mean like the past 2 days, but I had the flu mask on because breathing in cold air was uncomfortable, and the fact that my throat was kind of hurting, so I was killing 2 birds with 1 stone to create like a moisture environment around my throat. Just so I didn't have to have a worse, like probably laryngitis amount of a sore throat. Hi, Wubs. Hello, hello, hello. Did you guys see a couple of days ago IGN posted a rather snarky post about Night Rain for Elden Ring? They said, oh, it's not going to be until... They said that it's not going to be until March of next year that we get DLC content for Night Rain. And said something about there being negative reviews because of lack of content, when there has been a decent amount of content since it came out. And Elden Ring clapped back with a few days later showing that they had DLC content coming out next month. Yeah, they put our boy in Night Rain. They're putting up a decent amount of things in the Night Rain DLC that looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. They have 2 new characters. They have a couple of new bosses. Bosses from Elden Ring, and Artorias is in there. It's Artorias and the Lion Dancer that they've added, and who knows what else. There's going to be a lot more lore going into it, and I'm so excited. But I also saw today that IGN posted again and said that so-and-so, like the parent company or parent person of FromSoft, said that they're not going to get a DLC until March of next year. Even though that... like Bandai Namco and FromSoft posted that the DLC stuff is happening next month in a couple weeks. I don't know what's going on with IGN. I don't know why they're doubling down on March. Yeah, we got Cat Cam today. She's very much in the void though. But I don't have a means to put a light on her. But she's too comfortable for that too. And also good evening. But I thought it was a little bit weird that IGN would post again today and be weird about it. I don't know. But I'm super excited. The Undertaker looks like it's going to be a really fun character to play. But I don't know if it's going to replace my love of Iron Eye. I am too enamored with the bow. But I am going to try both the Scholar and Undertaker to see if it's another character that I would really, really like to play and would be good at it. But we gotta wait until the first or second week of December. I really thought that they were going to do an Everdark version of Heal Store, which is the last boss. But it looks like they're doing so much more before we get to see, like, I guess a souped up version of him. They also revealed more for Pocopia? the Ditto-esque farming simulator. They showed a new looking grayed out Pikachu and a moss-covered Snorlax. The Pikachu looks like it's a ghost type, or I guess maybe a dead Pikachu or something. I would assume it might be a little bit different. Its tail is smaller. Its ears are droopy, and it doesn't have... It's like more grayscale on the bluish side of its coloring. Good year for gaming if you only see the games and not anything else. There is a lot of decent games that are coming out. So many people have been having a lot of fun with the Kirby Air Rider game. People have been doing, I think, full lobbies of just playing the hamster. What else? I did see something interesting that's a little weird at the same time. It says that, you know how the Switch has game sharing now? And that you can share to other Switches with it? Apparently, you can share Pokopia. Like, you have to buy it on the Switch too, right? There's no Switch version of Pokopia. But it says that you can share the game on the Switch and Switch 2. So people who own a Switch 2 can share it with a regular Switch and then be able to play it. I don't get the logic behind that. Wouldn't it just be good to get like an actual copy for the Switch? If it's able to be played on the Switch? It's it's really scummy. I don't get it. I know that they want people to buy the Switch too, but not everybody has the money for that right now, especially with all the things currently going on. I'm planning to, whenever I actually get the Switch, is to go halvesies with one of the Fae, and we're gonna share that Switch too, and it's gonna be like discounted and everything. But I don't plan to do that anytime soon. That's a plan for the future. Because I do want to be able to play like Pokopia and some of the games that are coming out, but I want to focus on some of the games that are coming out for the Switch. Like, I really want to play Tomodachi Life. Oh, she stretchies. Oh, she had a good nap. Hi, lovely lady. Oh, big yawn. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, the Animal Crossing update is coming out in January, so I plan to play that for my birthday. It looks like they've added a lot of new things to it, so I'm very excited. And they are doing new stuff with Steam. They have the Steam Cube, which is very much like a computer or a mini computer. And I think that they said that you can install an OS on it in addition to other things. So it's customizable. But it's good for people that don't want or can't have like a normal computer and they have access to all the Steam games. Other than, you know, like the Steam Deck. But this one you just attach to a TV and then it's good. To the cost of my battery, I managed to get ZA running on my phone. How? How did you do that? Silk Song expansion. Oh, there's also... Oh, there she goes. There's also... what's it? Cult of the Lamb DLC is going to be coming out at some point. There's so many games. And I've been freaking so back and forth right now with wanting to play the Reanimal demo or be patient enough to play it all at once. Hi, Theo. I am okay at the moment compared to yesterday and the day before. Still not great, but going. We're doing 24 FPS gaming. That's how. That's so amazing that you got to work. Are you going in the closet? No, she is now laying on her cardboard wave on the floor. I never realized how much cat hair is on that blanket. I really need to clean it off. Before Binks decides that he's going to clean it off himself and then eat the hair. Like, he doesn't really go on that shelf as much as she does. Yeah, Valkyria Chronicles. Shimigami Tensei. So many games. We have the remake of Fatal Frame gonna be coming out next year. They teased some stuff for Poppy Playtime, which I'm going to assume might come out around January, February. Well, and actually, let me turn on Steam because I have it closed. No, I don't start downloading that. Not while I'm streaming. Thank you. Oh, did you also see that they put out a new hard mode for Silent Hill F, and it's casual mode? They dumbed down another level. Yes, still no Bloodborne. No Bloodborne currently. Only thing that we have is a Bloodborne successor that's coming out for the Switch too. Which is another reason why I want to Switch at some point. Is because I really want to play that. Poopy playtime. Well, I want to see where the story is gonna go for Poopy playtime. When did they add Maple Story on Steam? Has that always been there? Oh no, it's been there since 2012. Why is it suddenly showing up as new and trending on... Wait, is that... Oh, top sellers. Why is it showing up in top sellers? What are they selling? What microtransactions in MapleStory are there? That shows that in the top seller list of Steam. Oh, Hades 2 is on sale. The mocap for Hamtaro is streaming Silent Hill F. It's funny to the double. I have seen a lot of clips of her streams, and her facial expressions and her reactions to the monsters and the characters are perfect. It's so funny. The way that her facial expression changes when Rinko is on screen is how everybody else feels about Rinko. Fire Emblem, my beloved, I kind of fell off after that one OCD fiend art looking pro tag. The Crest toothpaste one? Engage? Where they have the engage in the title, but you're only giving out friendship rings. What is the name of the other Fire Emblem that they're releasing for the Switch too? I don't remember what the name of that one is. There's so many games. I literally stopped looking at anything after the reveal of the Pro Tag. It was a fun game. I kind of wish they still had like the wedding kind of setup like they had in Three Houses and the one that was on the DS, or the two that were on the DS. Awakening and Fates. Fates? If in the English version. They need the romance system. It creates for really good story, and you have buffs with it rather than just being, oh, this is casual friendship. We're just giving out friendship rings. Don't take this away from us. Let us have it. I do wish that we actually turned into a dragon in that game, and it never came to fruition. Everybody else who has the potential to be a dragon became a dragon, but us. It was the only disappointing bit about, or the only really disappointing bit about the game. Who's texting me? Oh. I need the username of the Hinako mocap lady. She's so great, but I don't know what her YouTube is. Yeah, you had dragons with the DLC, but you yourself didn't turn into a dragon, which was very disappointing. Because even though you didn't technically turn into a dragon in Awakening, you still technically were a dragon. And then in Fire Emblem Fates, you were a dragon and got to change into one. And then I don't know what they decided to do with Engage and have it go through like that. I mean, you were still... God, did you actually turn into a dragon in Three Houses? I don't remember. Yeah, the vessel for the dragon. For what, Grima? Oh my duck microphone. And she might have been a vessel for Byleth was. We might have to play Fire Emblem Three Houses on stream, because I only ever did the Dimitri's route, and the story has not stuck with me. Or at least like the small details of the story has not stuck with me. So I'll have to play that on stream at some point. But I need to finish Digimon first. I need to finish Digimon. I need to finish a few other small games before we add more to the roster. But Fire Emblem Awakening, I played that until I nearly 100%ed everything. And then I broke my DS, got another one at some point, and then I was trying to do the transfer over, and I lost all my files. And then I don't think that I picked it up since then. It was my favorite game, though. My first official Fire Emblem game was Awakening, and I played that so much. I didn't want to look at it after I lost all the files. It was such a sad day. I didn't even know that I broke the DS until like a couple days later, because I accidentally dropped my DS on the floor. And then I was decided, oh, I want to play a game, and my screen was messed up. A sad day it was, and they only had to pour salt and lemon juice into my wounds with the transfer. I don't even know how I messed it up, to be fair. I'm afraid of the day that I want to upgrade my SD card in my Switch, because it's kind of convoluted to move files over from one SD card to the other. You played Path of Radiance so much. Is which Fire Emblem games is on the Nintendo Online? Let's see. There was a few that should have been on there. It's like old Game Boy Fire Emblem games. Where is it? Game Boy Advance. Yeah, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones. So Game Boy Advance, Fire Emblem, and Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. And I don't think that there was... I think it's just those two that were on the online. Oh, I didn't realize that they put Soul Calibur 2 on the Nintendo GameCube for the online stuff. Huh. I knew they put Luigi's Mansion, which I heard the port is not good. I'm so glad that I have a physical copy of that. What else have they added on here? Where's the N64? That's another game that I want to play is Banjo. Banjo-Kazooie? Banjo-Tooie? No, Banjo-Kazooie first. Have they added anything else to the N64s recently? I don't think so. Oh, Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess should be added to the roster soon, too. I think I might play Twilight Princess first. A Nintendo save account is so Japanese that hurts. It's from the cell phones from 2000s. I don't even think that I have the same Nintendo account that I had on my DS, so whatever currency that I had on my DS stays there. It never got converted when the eShop closed there. I hope they put a lot of good GameCube games on there and they don't fill it up with, you know, silly sports games like they did with the NES. Game list too long. Please finish your games first to add more. Don't worry, I will always do that first. There might be a few like one-off games that we haven't fully finished. Because I know that we still need to finish the little mouse game that we have. The little electric mouse. We have Digimon. I think it's been a while, but that one yarn puzzle game side-scroller that I never finished may or may not show up again if we feel so inclined to finish it. But we'll be finishing Resident Evil 7. Finishing up Digimon before we add any other long-term game to the roster. I try to be really good about finishing games first before we start like big new ones. Yeah, Crime Scene Simulator as well. I did see all the updates with it, so we're gonna be finishing all of the spooky-esque ones, and then going into some of the other new ones that they have out. We'll have some fun with that. I'm worried about the next couple of days, though. If I still feel particularly funky, we might forego Resident Evil because it's such a like fast, well, not really fast paced, but fast enough to cause issues when you don't feel good. We might just stick with Pokemon for now if I don't feel too funky by Saturday. Because usually when I'm sick or have a decent headache, my eyes get a little funkier during that time frame, and I wouldn't want to play Resident Evil 7 during that time frame, because then it'll just turn into, oh, we're 30 minutes into the gameplay and I'm nauseous. Yeah, the graphics are a little more intense with the camera movements. Because if I can't handle Pokemon on a halfway decent day, I would not be able to handle Resident Evil 7. The 2 new maps, it's a new organization, Qualfkey. Still scrubbing tons of blood. Do we get new, is it new story stuff or not yet? Just some new maps in general. It's new story. Yes. I can't wait to see that. I'm excited for more story. Why are you looking at me like that? I love you. She's staring at me as she's laying on the floor. She's been getting a little bit mad at me because I've been putting my pillows in the place that she usually lays down next to me, so she's been a little sassy with it. She has that particular disgruntled meow when something is in her way when she wants to lay down. Yeah, she doesn't want freedom yet. She's laying on her cardboard scratcher. And she's just relaxing. Baby girl. Baby girl. I think she hears some of the Fae outside the door. She's staring at it. Before that, she was just staring directly into my soul. Drills a hole in Peach's skull to let the bad things out. Imagine, though, because I know one of the more extreme ways that some people, will go to minimize migraines is that some people who have had brain surgery for, like, other obvious reasons, they have a membrane, or everybody has a membrane around their brain that's like attached to the skull, I believe. But the membrane has to be cut through for brain surgery. And people who had either chronic headaches, chronic migraines had actually significantly less or completely eliminated said migraines. That's one of the more extreme ways of getting rid of migraines than doing some of the other medicated forms. Because some people just have like pills that they take. Some people have monthly or bi-monthly shots. And then there's some people who do the the Botox method, where they get like at least 30-ish shots around the circumference of their head and their neck and shoulders. I don't know what kind of membrane it is that's around, or that's around the brain. I just remember seeing a article about it back in the day. It's been quite a while since I've seen that article, so I don't know. I don't know if people actually do that on purpose, or if it's just like, you know, a happy little byproduct of you know, surgery in that area. But I think probably the tamer versions of migraine management is, you know, medication or regular medication and lots of sleep. Because migraines are, I believe, unpredictable. Some people are able to find the triggers that cause migraines. I have no idea necessarily what the triggers are for mine. They just happen randomly. Sometimes they'll coincide with weather changes or rain, but most of the time it's completely unpredictable, and I can't have an idea of when it's gonna start. Except for, you know, those times where I was getting those weird migraines when we were playing Pikmin 4. That was predictable. Because then that was like a visual aura that showed me, like, within 10 minutes I was going to get a horrible, crippling pain migraine. Which thankfully has not reared its ugly head since then. But yeah, I hope you guys never experience headaches or migraines to that degree. Both are for keeping the jelly secure. Maybe it's too tight. Yeah, I think it might be that it could be too tight. Is the thing about... I think actually the thing about migraines and headaches is that it's dilating the blood vessels, so that it's why people typically say to use an ice pack when you have a headache or a migraine, because it helps constrict the vessels. But it's a little weird because your head is already sort of like constricting itself when you have a headache or a migraine, or especially so when you have a migraine. Unless it's like a sinus headache or an allergy headache where it's more concentrated to your sinus cavity, because then you would be utilizing heat instead of cold, because then you're wanting to get rid of like the drain or the mucus pressure with it. So there's like a few different possible types of headaches that you can get. Your spine got rearranged today at the train? Did the train pop it for you? I got migraines if an AC blasting on my head. Maybe the cold for you would trigger a migraine, or maybe it's like the how dry the air is around an AC unit is. I could never be too sure what could trigger a headache or a migraine. It's really odd, the criteria that it has for it, because everybody is different. Some people get it through smells, through weather changes, through eating certain things, I believe. Just a whole slew of symptoms. Yeah, cold airflow. We were jam-packed at one stop. I felt like my spine wanted to escape my body. I'm so sorry you had to feel that. I understand that feeling. My spine likes to do that even when I'm just like laying down. Which is why sometimes I sit like a gremlin and have to be all pretzeled up to feel comfortable. Which is not the best thing to do, but it's kind of what you need to do to keep stable. Which is why I always have so many pillows in my vicinity holding my bits and bobs together. Also, I felt my muscle in my shoulder do something I've never felt before. Oh no. You're all scrunched up and having to tense yourself to probably, if you're like standing in a train, it's definitely tensing up your muscles. And if it's a lot of people on there, you have to make sure that you're aware of where your body is, and it's just uncomfortable. What would I prefer? Explore space or explore the ocean? If I had absolutely no choice, I feel like I would probably do space due to sheer fear of the ocean. But I know it'd be harder to get out of space than it would to get out of the ocean. That's such a conflict of a thought. But if I was forced to choose, probably space. I would probably go for space. I forgot that you don't like the ocean. Yeah, I have some if I could speak. I have thalassophobia. Which is why it's gonna be so much fun once we hit that 1,000 subscriber point and I force myself to play Subnautica. There's gonna be a lot of screaming. Oh my gosh, she's playing with a mouse right now. She sometimes thrives if her brother is not in her vicinity. She doesn't have to worry about her brother stealing her toys from her. She's just having fun tossing around a pink mouse. But yeah, if I was ever forced into a position where I had to either go into space or into the ocean, I would definitely choose space. Even though I know space is notoriously harder to get to and to leave. Well, it's probably a little bit easier to get out of the ocean, depending on the situation. But I only have to deal with oxygen issues in space. I won't have to worry about random deep sea creatures that want to probably eat me in the ocean. Because we're still discovering more and more things every day about things that are in the ocean. And they're getting creepier and creepier the deeper down that you go into the ocean, because we don't have the equipment to go down as far as the actual deep of the ocean. So there's still things that we haven't seen, haven't cataloged and everything. I mean, we're still finding also bugs on the daily, new little creatures in the world. I mean, there's still probably a lot of land as well that we haven't properly explored to the point where you can actually see new creatures, because there's certain areas of caves that you can't get into because of either lack of oxygen, not being able to get into there, amongst other things. There's just so much that we haven't explored. Also, oxygen in space is a thing too. They recycle a lot of air. Yeah. I wouldn't mind that as much. That I would have to worry about what asteroids, space station falling apart, and oxygen. As long as I'm not set up into an alien isolation like situation, I think I'll thrive in space. I'll have to walk around because there's zero gravity. I don't have to worry about my spine rearranging itself and or other parts of my joints and bones, because gravity will take care of that for me. I mean, it's filtered air. I'd much rather deal with that than having to deal with the creatures of the deep. No thanks. I don't want to deal with the ocean. Sorry, I was drinking a little bit of water. Oh, thank God I'm not as sniffly as I was earlier. I was worried that I was going to be making some really gross noises while we were streaming today. Not too bad. Your body will compensate for the lack of gravity. Most astronauts lose a lot of muscle mass. They do. They definitely do. I would probably be more worse for wear if I came back from an extended space duration, or God, what's a proper sentence structure for that? If I had to spend a lot of time in space, I would probably be worse for wear when I came back. That's why you have to be consistent with exercise and things like that, so that you can try to minimize the damage. So I think the fun thing I've seen with astronauts that have come back to Earth and have stayed for an extended period of time is that they're adjusting their brain back to not doing certain things because, you know, there's gravity there. I've seen clips of astronauts that will drop their cup out of their hands because they think that it's going to float because there's no gravity in space. And they fully expected it to still be there because they look back at where they dropped the cup and then look down and notice, oh, it's on the ground. So there would be a lot of like rewiring your brain to adjust back to gravity. There'd be a lot of things to readjust to. What, baby girl? I don't know if she's wanting out or if she's just trying to play with the toy. Oh, they're showing some stuff off for the Game Awards. 2025 nomination special on the 17th. Ooh. She's wanting to stand in the doorway. Doesn't she always? One light year travels have crazy consequences. Yeah. It's interesting how time and space works a little bit differently than time here on Earth. I wonder who's gonna win the Game Awards this year. Because there's a lot of good games that have the potential. It's about 1K years, how they will keep my bank account valid. It's either Silksong or Expedition 33. Maybe. What else would have a competition with Expedition 33 and Silksong? I hope God, I can't speak. I hope that Silent Hill F gets a nomination for something. They put a lot of effort into the game, and I feel like it deserves something. Just like how I felt that Silent Hill 2 deserves something. other than just nominations. I hope it wins something. Despite having played it, I say we give it Expedition 33 simply as a reward for breaking away from Ubisoft. Yeah. What are the categories? Did they add new categories for the Game Awards, or is it still the same as before? Well, we'll have to see on the 17th for the show. I'm sure they will not let the baguettes win because it made the AAA look bad. Most AAA games? But isn't it that is the Game Awards solely through voting by the masses? Or is there favoritism with the Game Awards? I mean, there is probably favoritism, but I thought the majority of it was at least voted by the gamers. The world where Bonanza wins is the world where they're not even trying to hide that it's rigged. I guess we'll see what happens. "33 made a lot of industry very uncomfortable because a bunch of new kids on the block made a great game." There's nothing wrong with making having new people pop up and make great games. I mean, you don't even have to be a AAA game to have really good game. It doesn't have to be open world, realistic graphics to be a good game. Hi, Sea Turtle. Oh, hi, No Face as well. How are you feeling? I'm feeling better. Not like 100%, but definitely much better than I was before. But now I'm kind of worried that there is a possibility, though, that it might just be the shots that we got, but I'm wondering if there was a possibility of also catching something at the place where we got said shots. I don't think so, and it might just be like some intense feelings or intense symptoms of the shots, but we'll see in the next couple of days. Though I don't think it's really bad if that is the case, because usually I'd still be dying by now. They weren't really new. They all came from Ubisoft. Well, like branching out from it and not having to be under a bigger company kind of thing too. It's just like the Iron Man one he did in a cave with rocks and scraps. I've also learned that the name Is Visible thing doesn't seem to be universal across YouTube. I'm still sneaky in random other chats. That's confusing. I don't think there's a setting on my side that would change the names. Maybe that they're just slowly rolling it out and it's not happened everywhere yet. I don't know what YouTube is doing. YouTube does a lot of weird things for no reason. And you can't really pinpoint the logic behind it. Yeah, maybe it is just my body fighting the shots, which is more of a probability. It's just like, what if, and the irony behind it if it be true that that we all got sick as well. My internet was down for a couple of days and we switched phone providers and one of our phones wouldn't accept the new SIM card, so we had to replace it. Oh my god. The internet is such a staple in people's lives now that it's not a want. It's a necessity now. Maybe an experiment or something, who knows? Maybe, but I don't see the reasoning for having to show the entirety of somebody's username rather than it just being, you know, the nickname. It's weird, only Peach I have my name in chat. Do I have a setting? Hold on, I kind of want to look. Is there a setting or something that I've changed? Because I know there is some things that I've had to change in general. Because YouTube is trying to roll out more things. Because the only thing that I have is live chat and live chat replay. So the entirety of the chat plays while watching the stream after it's actually, you know, turned into a video. Because the leaderboard thing is turned off. Live chat summary AI thing is turned off. I don't know. Because YouTube has added a new thing for auto dubbing with AI voices into other languages, which I've turned off, hopefully. Or at least it shouldn't be doing it to any new streams or videos if they're just like automatically putting it on old things. But also there's another one for upload defaults to have YouTube enhance your audio or enhance the video quality, which I have also turned off. Prepare when they launch Internet 2 with more AI ads and spyware. Should have checked the show no face's name box. Yeah, I don't know what it is. YouTube is silly and I can't change anything with it because they've decided, oh, we're gonna just do this for you. It's kind of the same with their stupid system of auto flagging content and or, you know, people doing silly disputes over things that are not theirs. I hate the auto dub. It's terrible. I watched Ahmed dubbed. It was not funny at all. I had it automatically show up when I was watching shorts on YouTube. And I thought the person that I was watching, because they originally spoke in Japanese, I thought they were just happening to be using an AI voice for something so they could, you know, like have like a translate thing that for themselves. But it was YouTube auto translating the short without, you know, telling me that they turned it on. And I didn't even notice until I started messing with the settings. Because it automatically went into an auto dub. Hi, Wisp. Peach doing the Peter Griffin death pose when sick. I'm not doing too bad right now. I will be checking my temperature after stream. It wasn't too bad earlier though. But I feel like the increased heat from within on my face, so I might check it again. Yamcha pose, yeah. YouTube keeps translating video titles and it messed me up. If you have Chrome, if you're using Google Chrome, it does that automatically as well sometimes too. There's too many automated things that they don't tell you that they change, and then when you only finally realize after somebody else says it, that you can fix it. And I don't like that. They really need to give you a heads up that they're doing these things. And I know that most people wouldn't really want to be on like newsletters for YouTube, but they could put like, I don't know, notification or something in YouTube saying, hey, we're going to change this and this. And if you want to learn more about it, click this. Which it's still completely optional thing for people to look at it, but at least give the heads up so people know and you don't hear it from a third party aspect. There's this Spanish channel that just kind of roulettes whether or not a video game gets auto-dubbed that day. That's weird. I don't know what kind of direction YouTube thinks that they're going into. I guess in a different kind of perspective that it does kind of broadens the audience of being able to watch content that's in different languages and have an auto translate. But you can still do that with, you know, text rather than AI voices. And there's some people who actually pay people to do proper translations like within text to be able to have like actual proper structurally sound sentences rather than it being like a weird Google Translate thing. They keep trying to sell me YouTube Pro. I did see that there was a different version of a YouTube Premium, but it still has like limited ads. I don't know why you would be paying for it and still getting limited ads. I don't know. Reddit and wikis also get auto-translated, and I still haven't figured out how to stop it. That feels like the Google Translate thing on Google Chrome. If it pops up in the corner, I think that you can turn it off some way, shape, or form, but I don't know if it's like actual in the settings of Google Chrome. Like only if it starts actually doing the translations that you can kind of change it up. I don't know if you know, but their Japanese dubbing is somehow way better than their subtitling. They're trying so hard to push it. Really? That's interesting. Maybe because the subtitles might be a more out-of-date program? Maybe? Already did that, didn't fix it? Well, God, thanks Google Chrome. I don't know. The AI mode pop-up is making me go insane. I've heard that some people can put in like a Google search and say no AI and then the AI won't pop up. I haven't tested it myself. There is also someone who said that if you put a curse word in your Google search that it won't bring up AI, but I also don't know if that's true. That was just an in passing thing that I've seen. Yeah, AI has become a little bit rampant in various circles of the internet and technology. It needs to slow down a little bit. It doesn't need to be this extensive. They're probably using the old tech to make dubs seem more palatable. That makes sense from a marketable standpoint. Like if they're seeing that there is more of a consistent translation or something along the lines of that it seems like the better option. Hi, lovely lady. I think she's probably going to be mad at me if she jumps up on the bed because I have a different kind of like lap pillow on me and it's kind of blocking her normal area of where she lays down. Yeah, you missed it earlier. I had cat cam. She was on the shelf for a little bit, so we got to enjoy Emily taking a small nap on the shelf. The whole boy who cried wolf situation with making AI videos are going to be annoying for police. Yeah, so a lot of people are using AI for the worst purposes. And it's gotten so much worse over time. There's new forms of harassment and bullying through AI, and it's really sad. The only kind of AI I want is ones that help find cancer early in patients. Medical reasons. Typically, everything... like a good 80% of AI is pretty bad. And everything generative AI is funky. And I remember reading a post somewhere that someone said, I want AI to do like my dishes and things like that and not like create art. I want to be able to do art and have do something constructive instead. I want it to do this or that rather than take my creative space. I want AI like Chobbits. Yes, actually, that would... I think they are working towards that in some capacity. Like having something similar to Persocom. Just to end the world. I mean, we already kinda have those kinds of setups, but they're also not pretty great. I've heard worse things about Gemini. The Google Chrome AI, or the Google AI stuff, that hackers are finding ways to get around the Gemini into giving them information that it shouldn't be giving them. That's called being lazy if you want AI to clean your dishes. Well, it was more along the lines of they want to be able to do less of this task to be able to do tasks that they really enjoy, which is like the hobby side. They didn't want AI to take over their hobbies, but take care of like the more mundane things. Maybe I wish for Rosie from the Jetsons. Yeah. That kind of setup. Like, it's not entirely the form of like being lazy. It's like having more time to be able to do the things that you want to do. And also for people that have issues with doing chores, bodily wise, it would be very helpful for them to have something that could do it for them. It would be neat in the future if there was those kinds of robots that would be able to do the more mundane tasks. But I don't know if they would be able to get it to the point where like you would see in movies like the Jetsons where you have like a maid robot that does the things for you. It would be neat, and I'm sure it would be very expensive, but I don't think it would be like 100% fail proof, because you know, with the way technology works in real life, it's not as well received or great as you see in movies. Would be neat though. Yeah, automates the minimal tasks. You want freedom? Yeah? Hold on, let me text somebody for you. Let's see if they'll be there. But on a different note, wait. Give me a second. Hold on, if they don't let you free, I will set you free. On another note, this is completely off topic, but I just randomly thought of this since I was looking over and saw my socks on my side table. I somehow through the night managed to slide both of my socks off of my feet while I was asleep. I don't know how I managed this. $20K, $500 a month per subscription. Did you know that they've actually put subscriptions on certain features in cars nowadays, too? The weirdest things. I don't normally sleep with socks on, but I do if I have really cold feet, or because sometimes I'll kick my blanket off in my sleep if I get too hot. And with being sick right now and having like the fever chills, usually my extremities, my hands and my feet get super cold. So I wanted to make sure that my feet were properly covered at all times, but I managed to slide both of the socks off in my sleep. Maybe the elastic might be going on the socks, but I still find it hilariously funny that I managed to take them off of my sleeve. Maybe I need to put the longer socks on. Baby girl. Want me to let you out? I don't know if they're replying. One second. I'm gonna let Emily out. Hold on. Maybe the cat stole the socks? No, I actually I found one underneath my blanket and then the other my phone. What? Dear. Oh goodness. The more that I move this microphone, the more it breaks, I think. But I found one sock underneath the blanket and then one on the floor. Hold on, I'm gonna let Emily out. Yes, freedom for the baby. Nah. I would pirate a car. Oh god. Stop punching my microphone. I am so afraid for this mic's future. Oh. Did I close my other thing? No. The blanket void. Oh, my dear. Oh. The sock gnomes. No, I actually think that I have a, I think I have a relationship with the gnomes because every time somebody loses something in this house and they can't find it, we say that the gnomes take it. But every time that I go look for the thing that they lost, it's easy for me to find. So I think that the gnomes are either revering me or are afraid of me. Like, put it back! She's going to go find it. I don't think that they would steal my socks. That would be very, buttholery of them if they did so. So some special needs kid with lice keeps running around out of their classroom and almost into our tech room. Why are they even allowing a kid that has lice to be in the classroom? That's not okay. Why are they at school if they have lice? Just leave one plate with milk in the night. It'll keep the gnomes happy. BMW wants you to pay for heater seats? Isn't that usually built in, or is it like that you have to pay a monthly subscription for that? That's a little weird. I guess that's one of the extra ways of attempting to get money. Some certification places in the EU are saying they're looking into lowering safety ratings if the car doesn't have physical controls for some stuff. I did see, I think it was German-based cars that they're wanting to get rid of the screens and go back to regular controls. Because it's the same equivalent as looking at your phone as looking at the touchscreen in your car console. You should play Home Safety Hotline to find out which kind of magical creatures are stealing each thing. Yeah, common hobs would steal cheese. There is a few fairies that yoink things out of your humble abode. And then there's also some that help with your chores. But if you are like true entirely lazy, then they play tricks on you. They were trying to get into our tech room because they were after my plushies on my desk. What the heck? Children. It sounds like you more have gremlins than children at your school. It's built in, you paid for them, but you better pay the subscription or they won't work. That's so scummy. That's the same equivalent as the scummy as not releasing Pokopia on Switch, which it can apparently play on Switch if you share the cartridge with friends. Which I don't get the logic behind that other than, you know, money. Demons is the better term. You might have some demons mixed in, because you know children on the creepy side are probably changelings and or demons in human flesh. You can't be too sure. They're a little funky in terms of it's very blurred lines with creepy children. Semi-exclusive. Yeah, one of your friends has to be the richer person that is able to buy the system and the game. I feel like my eyelids are really warm. Oh my goodness. Is my fever coming back? I should be getting better by now. Oh my god, such is the life of somebody who has a crappy immune system. No, I think Papa Faye has a better immune system than I do, but he's still also feeling pretty funky. Glad the teachers don't have the code to get into our office. That's great. I'm glad for that for you. Sometimes though, lice is just something that happens in a group of children for the silliest of reasons. I'm hoping that it's not ever that kind of situation, but it's like its own pandemic in a school, or children, or facilities that house children. What? I just let her out. No, you're fine. I mean, you'll have an inkling if, I hope it doesn't happen, but at least you'll have an inkling if something does go missing. Which I really hope you don't have to fight for the fact that your plushies have gone missing. Because one slip up from somebody else could lead to some consequences. They aren't allowed to say who has lice, but the parents keep bringing them back. Which might be a sad situation, because it could either be that they don't have the means to keep them at home. Because they probably work, or you know, they don't care. It could be an either or situation. But this is getting a little too depressive, so I think we should probably change the subject. Oh, I hope we can see the northern lights again tonight. No, it's okay. No need to say sorry. The food that I ate today, which I said earlier that I forgot to take a picture. It was rosemary cheesy bread. It was like this very lovely loaf of bread that we brought home from Costco on the day that we got shots. I put some, after like toasting it very thoroughly, I put some Braunschweiger, which is liverwurst, and then some mashed avocado on top. It was delicious. Yeah, the northern lights we couldn't really see it with the naked eye, but Mama Faye was able to get a little bit of it on her phone. But it was very, very slight. You could sort of see like the movement and a little bit of color, but it wasn't as vibrant as some people were getting it. But I also didn't stay out because it was super cold last night. So that we could have had the potential to see some really pretty lights, but we decided to stay back inside because it was so cold. Hey, when they region lock, there is some places that were supposed to be able to see it through the naked eye, but because of the weather and the clouds, some people couldn't see it, sadly. I had a pork chop egg pasta with pesto and tomato. That sounds delicious. I really want stew right now, but I don't think that I have the fixings for stew. I have various canned soups, but I don't know necessarily what I want for dinner. Because right now my stomach feels kind of queasy, so I should probably go the soup route. Soup or maybe some more toast. Meanwhile, we got to see tornadoes here in South America. Yeah, there's been a lot of hurricane activity, hasn't there? The weather also has been a little weird that it got colder quicker this year compared to last. But it's still kind of fluctuating in temperature, because I saw one day here is supposed to get back up into the 70s, but then go back down into the 50s the next day. Oh no, it's changed. It's all in the 60s and 50s. with it getting closer, like, to the 30s at night. Oh my god. Yeah, it was really nippy last night too. Super soup. Speaking of regions, I wanted to ask you, what Pokemon region would you want to live in? God, I would have to... I don't remember all the regions. I don't think I could choose which region in the Pokemon world that I want to live in. Because I feel like I would also want to explore if I had the means. In Pokemon. I don't think that I would stick to one region. Speaking of soup, I had this craving to make that pumpkin soup from Twilight Princess. I keep forgetting to look up methods to picking out some good like acorn pumpkins or kabocha pumpkins, because I would really like to try to make soup out of them, but I don't have the knowledge to pick out good pumpkins to make soup with. I would probably get snapped up by a Charizard or any other giant flying creature. I would need my own vehicle to travel around every region of the Pokemon world. Kanto has terrible urban planning. Their paths suck. I probably wouldn't actually have the stamina to travel the world like every Pokemon trainer does. This week in craving cake, the Japanese strawberry sponge cake. I want mochi donuts, or you know, like that really jiggly Japanese cheesecake. Cravings of sweet things. Although I think my savory craving would still be various Korean side dishes. I do not have the oomph to make myself. Cohen has too much water. Unova is just America, so no. I mean, the Alolan region would be very nice to live in, and then the Lumiose city would also be very nice, but also not this modern day Lumiose city where they have the literal purge every night. Don't. What if you live in the neighborhood where the purge shows, or the purge Pokemon show up at night? Wouldn't you have some problems trying to go to a convenience store or shopping in the evening time? They have too many poison types in Alola. Yeah, that's true. I mean, every region would have their repercussions. Sinnoh is cool, but the deities fighting is really scary. Yeah. You better not come out after curfew then. Yeah, you would have to make sure that you got all your stuff done before sundown. No, unless you want to be sleeping in your own office and or having a getaway place. So in case your part of the neighborhood is part of the Pokemon purge, then you're screwed. If you don't have a means to stay, if you have to stay out due to your job or a scheduled outing that you can't get out of, what if you don't have another means to take care of yourself and a place to sleep because your part of the neighborhood is taken over? You can't even mourn your loved ones in the graveyard. Yep, it's taken over by Pokemon. Mind you, though, that graveyards in other Pokemon games are also sort of taken over by ghost-type Pokemon naturally. But this newest iteration of Lubio City is even worse because these are dedicated Pokemon areas. Like, somebody purposely made this graveyard into a Pokemon safe haven. On purpose. Every single region of Pokemon also have, you know, like Team Rocket, Team Galactic, what was that other team's name? With Kyogre and Groudon. I can't remember their names. But there's so many repercussions, more so in each Pokemon region than there is actual pros to living with Pokemon. Because there's certainly a lot of cool things that would be very helpful with Pokemon. But, oh yeah, Team Magma. Team Plasma. Yeah, Team Skull. In the Alola region. Aqua and Magma? Was that it? God, my brain can't keep up with all the different versions of different region Team Rockets. But it's those kind of issues that make me not want to live in the any Pokemon region, like for an indefinite amount of time. Because it's either natural disaster or cosmic disaster, or someone decided to experiment with Pokemon creating new Pokemon, or there's just, you know, something horribly awry. Team Skull is adorable. They were probably one of the silliest teams in Pokemon villain history, though I will say that was it Scarlet and Violet, the Team Rocket of that era of Scarlet and Violet were hilarious. Yeah, Pokemon is cosmic eldritch horror, but cute. Have you played Pokemon Ranger? The gang in that game is hilarious. Yes, I have, but I have no memory of Pokemon Ranger, sadly. I wonder if I found my Ziploc bag of DS games. Maybe I could reacquaint myself with Pokemon Ranger. Not even that, they were both trying to expand land or water because they love it, and the Pokemon of those types ignoring that that would kill everything. Yeah. So you get natural disaster and or somebody trying to create natural disasters to make it worse for either or of land and water. And then there was like Jirachi and Mew and Mewtwo, Rayquaza, Giratina, a whole nother slew of issues with that. And then so many other legendary Pokemon that were also causing so much problems. Deoxys. The only memory of Pokemon Ranger is circles and lots of circles. Pokemon Rangers was really a fun game. I hope that they make something of the same equivalent, because, you know, the Switch and Switch 2 have touchscreen capabilities, and Switch 2 actually has the mouse function with their Joy-Cons. I'm pretty sure that they can make some games specifically for that. Who was it that awakens Giratina and Platinum? God, I don't remember. So many Pokemon games, so many storylines that I cannot recall. Giratina was a fun Pokemon to get to, though. Groudon and Kyogre might be the fakest legendaries. I don't know if they would be like the fakest legendaries because there's a lot of actual like non-legendary legendary Pokemon. Or ones that they deemed legendaries but weren't technically legendaries, like Shaman and what was the other one? It started with an M, the little blue creature with yellow eyes. Was that still actually technically a legendary? Because I can't recall. There's too many. There's so many Pokemon. There's so many legendaries now. I still remember back... Oh yeah, Manphy. I still remember back in the day of having fun with just fighting like Lugia and Ho-Oh and the original 3 birdies. You get to the cave and it's like, here's a glyph that shows them creating land and sea, and it's like, who was there to record that then? Other intelligent Pokemon, maybe. No, we have the Neanderthal cavemen in Pokemon. Basically, Rayquaza came in and slapped them like, stop. Rayquaza. In Platinum, I caught Dialga with a Safari ball. How? And Palkia with a regular ball? How did you get Dialga with a Safari ball? How is that possible? Oh, by the way, I was playing a little bit of Pokemon the other night, to like explore some of the areas that we've already gone through with all the Pokemon areas, and I accidentally found a shiny what's it, Venipede before Whirlipede. I was running through the Alpha Whirlipede because I was trying to find that last Pokemon in the area so I could have it completely finished, and as I was attempting to run away from the Alpha Whirlipede, there was just one Venipede there that was shiny, and I somehow managed to panic, throw a Pokeball at it, grab it, and then run away. So I have one genuine shiny right now, other than the free shiny Mareep that we've gotten. I can't wait to find more shiny Pokemon by accident. I caught Suicune with a Beast Ball and Sword and Shield. Your nose is runny today? Mine has been both dry and congested. And even though that I've been running the humidifier on, not even full blast, like medium, I'm still getting nosebleeds. I kind of wish my nose was runny today, because then I wouldn't have as dry of a nose as I do right now. Cobalion is my favorite lesser legendary. Which one was Cobalion? Cobalion. Oh god. I can't spell. Cobalion. Oh, yeah, that one. Cobalion. Yeah. It's like majestic and silly at the same time. Cobalion. Bulbapedia. Oh god, I'm getting into yawning territory. Hopefully tomorrow is a good day. We get to play some Pokemon. I want to see more of some of the crazy people that we're going to encounter as we get more if we as we get higher in the ranking system for the ZA Royale. I need to see what other crazy people are in the roster for all of the title matches. I wonder if I'm gonna find a shiny Lipwick through determination or by accident. I'm hoping it's gonna be by accident. Nothing will give me more joy than it just giving me a shiny Litwick. Meanwhile, in Digimon, I have a posse of hot people hanging out with some mecha dinosaurs. I did see that there was a lot more available Digimon in the newest Digimon story that were pretty lady Digimon. Oh, speaking of which, they actually have a demo for Time Stranger, and I think after we finish, because I don't plan to buy it anytime soon. I'm hoping certain things will go on sale. But I think we might play the demo after we finish Cyber Sleuth. Because we gotta do Cyber Sleuth and then the DLC of Cyber Sleuth, which is the other one. Or what's the name of the other one? God. Brain is not functioning today. I can't remember names of things. I've never gotten the shiny charm in any Pokemon game I played. I think the one for ZA is actually pretty easy to get. Is all you have to do is you just basically have to capture Pokemon and do the little side quests the lab lady gives you, and eventually you'll get the shiny charm from that. All the other ones you have to go through convoluted means to get the shiny charm. There's a demo for Kirby Air Riders. I don't think that I have the means to play that because I think it's just on the Switch too, isn't it? That's so sad. I would love to play a demo of it if I had the means to. Yeah, hacker's memory, thank you. The progress of the demo carries over? We'll have to play the demo. Don't play a dispatch, not safe for work content. I've seen that you can turn that off. Or that you can there is a censorship mode with dispatch. I've been watching my friend play dispatch. We've been me and a few other friends have been watching them play it, and they finished the last couple of chapters yesterday. But there is a mode that you can because there is cutscenes and things that have some dubious things showing, but I'm pretty sure that there's options to turn that off because there's been a lot of people streaming it. I wonder, though, what untapped potential that the regular Switch has, if it's... Because I'm rounding back to the fact that you can share the Pocopia game to this to the Switch 1. What untapped potential do they have that you can play what is exclusively a Switch 2 game on a Switch 1 game only because some friend is sharing the game with you? Bunch of buttholery it is. I'm loving Dispatch. Gonna play the last 2 episodes this weekend. It's really good. The character development and the way that they have the dialogue of the game is really, really nice. Yeah, they showed it with the trailer, or the new trailer for Pocopia today, that you can share the game with one of your friends, either the Switch 2 or Switch 1, if one of your friends has the game that they can play, or that they can play with you with it. Now I'm trying to think of why, if they can play the game on the Switch 1 through the share feature, why don't they have a Switch 1 version and a Switch 2 version? Unless I might be not seeing the rest of the information for that because I didn't watch the trailer myself. I wonder if I'm misinterpreting some things. Because I believe that one is only a Switch 2 game. I don't know. I'll have to look into it. Right now, though, the grayscale Pikachu is taking over Twitter. Because, it's almost like every couple of posts I see that Pikachu. It's everywhere. Yeah, Laura Bailey's in it. Travis Willingham's in it. Matthew Mercer's in it. I believe Travis is Phenomaman. Matthew Mercer, I think, was Shroud? And Laura Bailey is Invisigal. Which I didn't clock that immediately. But they have great voice actors in Dispatch. The storyline is really good, and I hope it gets a second season. The gameplay is really nice. Because you can either do quick time events or story mode, so you can just experience the cutscenes. Or there's also I also feel like the personality of all of the characters is they really mesh well together for the storyline. It's really good, and I hope they continue it. And if I had to pick a character I like the most, it would either be it would no, actually, I think Royd is my favorite character in there, and then, you know, Beef, the cutest pudgy puppy, the absolute cutest dog. But there is a decent amount of dubious subjects and or nudity in that game, so you gotta be careful if you're streaming it. Make sure you got your settings right. Or if you just, you know, you don't want to see Willy on the screen, then you gotta turn those settings off. Yeah, Jacksepticeye, I believe, is the... Oh god, what's his name? Oh my god, I forgot his name, even though I was just watching Dispatch with my friend last night. Yeah, the tiny strong man. They did really great with the voice acting. Very, very emotionally compelling. Very good. Very good. Top quality voice acting. Oh my god. Sorry, I was stretching. Is it punch up? Punch up. Phenomena Man was Phenomena Man was probably the silliest character. But they do have a lot of comedy in Dispatch, but there's just something about a alien man superhero and the way that his the way that he interacts with everyone is great. You got rid of Sonar? That's what my friend did as well. They also cut Sonar from the team. I didn't know it was Moist Critical though that was doing the voice for him. Or at least not initially. Ooh. Ugh. God, these cold symptoms cannot go away faster. I think I'll have soup later and maybe that'll cure me for tomorrow. Soup cures all. I don't know if I want to do like soup from scratch or if soup from a can. Though I might do soup from a can. My lunch has been known to stun lesser people or something like that. Yeah, Water Boy is a hoot. I love his character too. Didn't see much of Phenomena Man, had to stick with my good Water Boy. Yeah, that is also what my friend did, that they chose Water Boy, but seeing like the little snippets of Phenomena Man is all of his interactions are great. I haven't seen the choices to keep Phenomena Man or get Phenomena Man on your team. But all of the interactions that you get with him after are really fun. Twitch Jesus. I feel like Phenomena Man is what Superman would be if he grew up in his own environment instead of being raised by people of Earth. It would be a similar situation. Oh, cranky lungs. Wonder who Phenomenon pairs up with him. Waterboy pairs up with Malevola is hilarious. Oh god, I don't know who you would pair up with Phenomenon for like the symbiosis kind of setup. But Malevola with Waterboy. It would be funny if they did Waterboy and Flambe. Or Flambe? Flambe. Flam. All the interactions with Flambe was also hilarious. All of the characters in Dispatch are so quirky that even though that you had some characters that were almost completely like very serious people, they have some really great comedy and entertainment factors to them. They really did a lot of work and probably research and things like that to give all of these characters such great unique personalities. None of the characters that you come across are boring or bland in any way. All of them are very... what would be the right word for it? Like, the story wouldn't be the same if you remove any one character from the story. They all were unique and entertaining and great character development. Just very, very good. Love Flambe, fiery by disaster. That's a great description of him. Highly recommend playing it. It was very fun to watch. The actual dispatching portion of sending the guys out to fight crime was also very stressful for my friend at moments, because if you don't level them up correctly, or you send somebody who was going to help with this one issue could have done this other issue. So there's a lot of thinking strategy when it comes to the dispatch gameplay of the heroes. Wonder if they said anything about if they're gonna do a second season, because they kind of left it where they could potentially do more. That'd be very fun if they did. I hope that they do. They got such a great cast and such great gameplay that in great visuals that I think that they could really do a lot more with it. Did you romance Invisigal or Blonde Blazer or both? They romanced Invisigal. But there is an achievement for romancing nobody. I also really did like Invisigal's character development. Very nice. Permadeath? Is there a way that you can lose the characters? If you do really bad on the actual dispatching, do you lose characters? Oh god, I'm yawning more. No. I gotta wake up. Why am I suddenly getting so sleepy? What have you guys done? What have I done? Ooh. Could be a challenge like a Nuzlocke. Is that possible? I have 2 saved datas with all the exact same choices except one with Visit and one with Blazer. Oh, Vizzy and one with Blazer. I feel like Invisigal is like a rougher love story, while Blazer seems like a more romantic side, I guess. I haven't seen I had to either watch gameplay or ask my friend to play again to see what the interactions with the blonde Blazer would be. So she seems like a softer character than Invisigal when it comes to the romantic like settings or romance like settings. Oh god, now I can't stop yawning. I'm so sorry if I'm making you guys yawn. They're both so cute. Aw. I'll have to pester my friend to play again, maybe. Oh, sorry. Oh, my dear. Oh my god, I gotta stop. I can't. Who else is yawning in the stream that's setting their yawning powers to be? No, it's probably just me. I'm so sorry. Oy vey. God, I think if I eat soup now, I'm gonna fall asleep. I want soup later. There are these new like Campbell soups that are in a like silver like can packaging that's like steak or steak with something, and then there was like beef and pub cheese, or one was like chicken and fire roasted vegetables. They're so tasty, and I think I want one of those later. But there's also like chicken noodle soup somewhere. Looks like grandma needs a nap. I'm not gonna nap. I'm gonna go into a full comatose state if I go to sleep now. But I can't stop yawning and it sucks. Hey, at least the pros of yawning is that it's free lubricant for my eyeballs. My eyeballs feel less dry now due to all the yawning. Thank you, yawns, but also go away. God, maybe if I chug some water, hold on. Ugh. Tip, kiss Blazer in the day on episode 4 for a full 360 romantic movie camera. It's straight from a 2000s rom-com. Oh, apparently if you tell Phenomenon that you kiss Blazer, you'll have an interesting interaction with him after. Why do the meatballs in SpaghettiOs taste like how cat food smells? I don't think I've ever had SpaghettiOs, so I don't know if I could agree with that. I don't have a frame of reference to agree or disagree with that statement. Does it? I know that like Chef Boyardee ravioli is like it's almost like paste in the shape of ravioli. It has no structure to it at all. Oh, my ice pack is losing coldness. It doesn't feel cold anymore. Oh, you know what I should do? Beforehand, let's double check. I'm curious. I'm gonna check it real quick. I don't know what. Probably a bad idea that I did this right now. I mean, it looks like it's gone down, but I did just chug some cold water, so I probably should not. It's probably not accurate. Back to work for me. Enjoy the stream, everyone. Bye, Wisp. Have a good rest of your shift. I hope you have a great rest of your day too, and that you drive home safely. Or get home safely. Bye-bye. I should probably wrap things up soon too, because I didn't mean to stream for a long period of time today. Ooh. I just meant to stream for a little bit, catch up with you guys, talk about some stuff. Hang out, because it's been literally a week since last stream. I didn't even realize how long it was in between. But hopefully there will be no more delays, other than maybe just like shifting a time frame over, but no more like delaying of stream days. Because I want to play Pokemon tomorrow with you guys. After stream, it's gonna be more tea and soup. That'll heal me right up. Don't jinx it. I will knock on wood right now. I will knock on my desk. I mean, even if we have like a low energy stream tomorrow, it'll probably just be Pokemon. and then if it's still kind of funky, or, you know, knock on wood, gets worse, we can still just play Pokemon on Saturday instead of Resident Evil. I'm optimistic because it's been a gradual getting better, so it should be okay. But you know, famous last words, knock on wood. We wish for the best, but prepare for the worst. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. But with that, I think I will wrap up now and figure out some soup arrangements for myself. I hope that you guys stay healthy during the winter season, during Q4 of the year. Make sure that you always wash your hands before you eat food to minimize exposure to anybody else's germs, because you know how gross other people can be, and people will hack up along on anything. Take care of yourselves. Drink that vitamin C. If you don't like drinking orange juice, there's many other ways to get vitamin C in your system. Highly recommend it. There's also elderberry gummies that help with immunity and things like that. Take care of yourself, eat good food, try to sleep as much as you can. Because the less that you sleep, the worse that your immune system is. And I am the prime suspect for that, and a prime example. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Pokemon. Don't forget to feed yourselves. Hydrate, all the good stuff. Take your vitamins. Take your prescription meds. All that good stuff. Stay bundled and warm. If you're in an area that is cold, like I am in currently. Just in general, take care of yourselves. Thanks for the stream and have a wonderful night. You too, No Face. I wish everybody to stay happy, healthy, and able-bodied. Bye. Good night, everyone. Sleep well when you go to bed. Have good dreams. Get that good REM sleep so you don't get sick and you feel refreshed in the morning. See you guys later. Thank you for joining me for small shenanigans and chatting with me and everything. We'll do more of this tomorrow, except add the fact of Pokemon into it. I love you, Graham. I love you guys too. Good night. See you tomorrow.